What's going on, y'all? It's Kyle. Making another video for y'all today. This is a quick little topic, little reminder. I'm sure a lot of you know this, and I'm sure a lot of you already practice this. And once again, I'm directing this video to the empaths out there. Continuing this series called Dear Empaths. So, dear empaths, practice being uncomfortable in your body. Once again, practice being uncomfortable in your body. I mean, do things that make you uncomfortable. Do things that in some ways want to make you jump out of your body or want you to run away from the situation. Or just make you very uncomfortable. Now, why am I encouraging you to do this, and why am I telling you to do this? Well, it's very important, especially for you. If you're a very sensitive person, if you have a very sensitive body, if you pick up on people's feelings, thoughts, and emotions a lot easier, a lot of those states that you might be picking up on are negative, are uncomfortable. And sensitive people have a tendency to dissociate, to detach, to numb, to run away. Because it's a lot. Because it's really uncomfortable to feel so much. Right? It's really uncomfortable. I'm sure you know. But it's very, very important to sit with that discomfort when it is very necessary. You don't have to run to it all the time. In fact, the vast majority of your life, you should try to make yourself do things that are more in alignment with you, with what you want to do. And ideally, you should be doing things that, although it might be, slight discomfort, you might be fearful, but when you actually click into these daily practices or a job or spend time with people, once you click into it, it feels good, it feels fulfilling, and feels like you should be doing that stuff. So I'm not saying go be a masochist, but you should have moments of being a masochist. So you get used to being uncomfortable. And you need, if you're on the healing journey, if you're on the healing path, you're trying to better yourself, you're trying to be there for others, you're trying to face reality, you're trying to face truth, you need to get good at being uncomfortable. Or just get used to it and learn how to cope with it. Learn how to lean into it when necessary. So this is why. This is the why. And the way that you personally want to go about it is fully up to you. So I actually wrote down like a little list, some things that I personally do. So I practice, and each of these things, ideally, I don't want you to go and do things that are uncomfortable, that are bad for your longevic health. You should do things that are ultimately good for you. For example, cold exposure. I like to soak in the creek in my town. It gets to a chilly temperature, and I also enjoy doing ice baths in the winter. In my friend's backyard, they have a little trough, and it freezes over. We bust it open with an axe, and they have a sauna right next to it, so a lot of the times they'll do sessions, sauna, cold, And when you do this, it makes you feel good afterwards, and it's beneficial for your cardiovascular health, your mental health, etc. And I feel much more peaceful and at ease afterwards. So although it's difficult in the moment, you should be feeling better afterwards, where you practice feeling uncomfortable in your body, right? I don't actually want you to harm yourself in this process. So that's one example. Cold exposure. Intense exercise. Don't go too hard. If you're lifting weights, don't go too heavy. Don't get to the point, don't push yourself where you're getting a major injury. It's okay to tweak things every now and then. That's part of it. You shouldn't be seeking to injure yourself. But you can still exercise in an intense way that pushes your body, that makes you uncomfortable in the moment. And then afterwards you feel better. You got endorphins, etc. So you can do intense stretching. You can do breathing exercises. You can do breath holds. That's a good one. Try to hold your breath for 5 minutes. You'll get real uncomfortable in your body real quick. And then when it comes, when your body wants air, just try to relax into it. And slowly in each of these things, you'll be able to push yourself more and more over time. Don't go too hard. Slight gradual increase in difficulty, okay? Breath holds, heat exposure, saunas, or I literally just do this in the summer. In the summer, I live in Colorado. The sun is pretty intense here, and I literally, middle of the day, just sit in my car, sweat it out for a bit. Feels cleansing, feels good. I feel good afterwards, but in the moment, it's not too enjoyable. Once again, don't overdo it. Intermittent fasting, I do this pretty much every day. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good, and you need to listen to your body, and you know it's best for you. But intermittent fasting is one, or fasting every now and then if you're going to do a prolonged fast. Let's see, what else? Things outside of just physical pursuits, right? So I have stage fright, but I also play music. So to practice being uncomfortable with performance, being in front of other people, very shy, very introverted. I put myself in that situation to get used to performing in front of people, relaxing into that state. And over time, I got more and more, I got a little bit more comfortable, but I really got better at coping with and learning how to calm my body and learning how to just do it anyway. Acknowledge the fear, but still do what I know is best for me and my growth and what I actually deeply desire to do. I wanted to learn how to do that, So that's one thing. A lot of people have a hard time public speaking, or public performance is a big thing. So that was going to an open mic, maybe reading some poetry, maybe reading some of your favorite poetry, maybe playing a cover song, doing some stand-up comedy, something along those lines. If you're artistic, you enjoy doing something like that. Let's see, what else do I put down? And this is where you get creative. What is something that you're afraid of, that you deeply desire to do, and is also good for you in the long run? Put yourself in those situations, because it'll be okay. Even if you mess up, even if it doesn't go well, you'll learn and you'll realize that, oh, shit, that wasn't that big of a deal. I'm okay now. And if you do it again, you're likely to do a better job. So just whatever it may be, wherever your fears are at, whatever makes you feel uncomfortable in your body in the moment, but is also good for your health in the long term, Try it out. And then if we connect this all the way back to one of the primary focuses of empaths, is that it's a healing journey. An integral part of healing is learning to sit with those difficult emotions, to process those feelings that you want to run away from. So you need to learn how to be uncomfortable in your body and be okay with being uncomfortable. It's not ideal to have it all the time, and it won't be all the time. But to work on that skill will be wonderful in the long term for you and for those around you. Anyways, I'll leave it there. Hope y'all are having a lovely day wherever you're at in the world. And until next time.